I am Elisa Starlight. I'm going to share with you why I'm getting certified in sound healing therapy and why YouTube is the platform that I love most. I have always loved surfing the web and being on the internet. Of course, once the internet actually became a thing, before YouTube, there was a site called Stupid Videos that me and my sister would check out for endless laughs. Many videos I can still recall and giggle to myself about now. Does anyone remember the site called postsecret.com? It is still up today. People could send in anonymous confessions to a man named Frank who would respectfully post a new selection each Sunday for others to view and connect with. I remember discovering the website Reddit in college and being fascinated at the range of subjects and information available to check out, posted by other humans interested and educated on the topic. I even got to sit in on a talk by Alexis Ohanian when he came to visit my university. There are so many other sites I'd visit online, usually late at night, curious about what I might be able to find related to topics that interested me. Back then, that was rock bands, funny videos, and points of view from other humans that could help to broaden my worldview. This was important to me as someone who grew up relatively sheltered and separated from the majority of society, it felt like, due to my religious upbringing. If I had to guess, because my memories of my youth are spotty due to trauma, I would tell you that my gateway to using YouTube was through looking for music videos. Music has long been a solace for me and my sensitive emotions for as long as I can remember. My first CD ever purchased is a little embarrassing to admit because I feel like it's so off-brand for me. I'd heard a song on the radio that had moved me to tears over and over again. I wanted to be able to listen to it whenever I wanted. That song was 100 Years by the band Five for Fighting. Sure, the music itself is not really the type of music that I choose to listen to back then or now, but the lyrics of that song combined with the music created an emotion, a feeling in me that felt so resonant. Back when I was 11 years old, and still now at 34. It's a song about life, love, fleeting moments of happiness, pain, wistfulness, and questioning if you have done the right things in your life. Back when I was even still just a kid, these were the thoughts haunting me because I've always taken the job of living a good life quite seriously. And through the decades, that hasn't changed. Losing my spouse in a car accident when we were both only in our 20s has only made my fear of not living life to the fullest even worse. So when I discovered that I could watch an unlimited amount of music videos from artists I'd catch glimpses of on MTV and VH1, and from songs I heard on TV shows or the radio on YouTube, I felt like hitting the jackpot. Now I could absorb the sound of the music, Google, or maybe ask Jeeves for the lyrics, and witness a cinematic accompaniment to the song that came from the artist's mind. As a young, sensitive artist, trying her hardest to figure out the place in this world, and still trying now, this was very important to me. My next YouTube era was probably one that was the most unexpected of all. Having been raised to believe that anything feminine was less than, and trying my hardest to act like a tough, gruff tomboy, I can't remember why. In the transition between the end of high school and my start at university, I fell in love with the world of makeup. And as anyone who knows anything about the culture and popularity of makeup gurus and how they fit into the cyber zeitgeist of the 2010 to 2015-ish era, it was a tidal wave. As a lifelong artist, I had always had some sort of art practice, usually tied to a school art class or a school project. I'm no Picasso, but I know my way around a paintbrush. And it turns out that those skills do transfer pretty easily over to makeup application. I came across some makeup tutorials, then some more, and gradually grew more and more confident with my new way of styling my face. A 180 from the way I had felt forced into being before. P.S. If you are curious which makeup guru I personally recommend the most, it's hands down Wayne Goss. Since then, I cannot keep track of all the things I have learned from YouTube. I've looked for reviews on products, listened to opinions from people discussing lifestyle or career options I've considered, saved workouts to follow along with, gotten help beating video game levels, and sought out like-minded people in hopes of feeling less like a black sheep. It seems like time and time again, the people I end up connecting with the most, I find virtually. With the integration of social media gradually becoming the crux of connection for most people, my exploration on YouTube took a back seat, especially with the onset of ads. But now that social media has become a performance act for most, and a literal and quite intentional way for accounts, brands, and businesses to force feed content with an agenda into the collective psyche, I've stepped away from Instagram for months now, which rekindled my love of YouTube. Having studied and learned the art of marketing and advertising very well myself, it's become dissonant for me to browse or scroll short form media for very long. The concept of dedicating so much time and energy into making quick videos with tricks and hacks and to the second cuts designed to hypnotize our reptilian brains into watching and absorbing a message that, whether you believe so or not, influences your psyche and your subconscious, has led me to feeling very cynical and disinterested in watching myself. It's all calculated. It's not human. These realizations are just another puzzle piece part of my journey into figuring out what steps to take next for my path, my purpose, and my businesses. Because the businesses I'm working on, my sound healing, my physical artworks, my dog mom brand, they are pieces of my heart and soul. I am not throwing them out there nonchalantly to be consumed without thought or appreciation and forgotten with the next 2-inch scroll of your thumb. I am not meant to be consumed. I'm looking for connection with other souls who wish to rise above our circumstances, our pasts, and our programmings. So that's why I realized that YouTube, my old faithful companion and trusted friend, who has actually been a very integral part of my adult life, is home for me. And it's a great home. It's great for artists, sensitive souls, and for answer seekers. Yes, there are still the same gimmicks and tricks here, designed to prey on your wandering eyes in hopes of capturing your attention for nefarious purposes. We do live on Earth in a post-capitalist global economy, after all. Everyone is always going to be selling something to you. But this is the way that I feel most comfortable selling, because I'm not trying to trick you. I'm just selling myself, and I'll let you decide if you want to invest in it. During my healing journey, I've come to find a few healers on YouTube that have been such a source of comfort for me when I felt so lonely and in need of grounded energy from others who are living in alignment and speaking their truth. As it continued to be part of my lifestyle to listen, learn, and practice with these healers over this year, I found myself wishing I could do the same thing. Reading comments on videos with hundreds, sometimes thousands of people thanking their creator for sharing their gifts because it was giving the viewer so much comfort. I didn't feel jealous per se, but more of a longing because I want that. I want to help other people in the same way that they do. And like I told you in my last chronicle, once I let go of figuring out the how I do so, then the answer of becoming trained in sound healing, the modality that has resonated most with me by far, although breathwork is a second. And building my own library of sound baths online for others worldwide to be healed and comforted by, literally popped into my mind's eye, leaving me almost laughing at how simple the answer was. Music has always been a source of comfort for me as a girl who has never felt like she's fit in anywhere. Music doesn't judge you or shame you. It invites you. It allows you to fall into the experience of listening. and to lose yourself in the moment. When a song comes on that you love, you can tune out of your worries and tune in to your heart. It can help to release your pain and anger by acting like a friend walking by your side that knows what it's like to feel hurt. I am really excited to go and grow through this process of immersing myself in the art, science, and healing of sound therapy while I learn things that will make me feel so confident and grounded in offering my personalized style of sound baths to the collective. I have had the thought of, who am I to post videos playing sound bowls if I am not certified yet? Isn't that a little weird? But the beauty of these instruments is that although I don't have the details ironed out yet for facilitating sound healing therapy ceremonies, their healing effects are still pretty dang powerful, whether you know what you're doing or not. They are so forgiving, and I figure it'll be really, really cool to document my progression in skill and style of playing. And if you are versed in the art of changing your life, your habits, and who you are, you know that it does not happen overnight. It happens so slowly, repetition by repetition. And if you know anything about content creation as a profession, you know about the learning curve that comes with integrating the workflow of documenting, editing, and posting into your lifestyle. And if you are an artist or curious person, you know that it's only by doing that you will figure out what resonates or pulls you further. So all these reasons are what motivates me to pursue this goal of being a sound healer on YouTube and the 3D world, because I've learned by now how slowly momentum is in the beginning. But that's the only way you get to the exponential growth, mastery, and confidence that the world will finally deem you successful. Because I'm me and I can't help it, I am already thinking beyond, because I also know I can't ignore resonance when I feel it. Beyond sound bowls, I do want to pursue making digital music someday too. This instrument is called an omnichord. And when I first discovered and heard the sound of one on YouTube, I felt something inside of me that I've never felt before. So this is also something I'm playing around with behind the scenes. I have a charming habit of piling way more on my plate than I have bandwidth for, so I'm keeping it as a jam outlet for now until I can spend time producing some tracks. Because I am forever trying to minimize the time I spend looking at a screen. I hope I can reach the point of this full circle within my lifetime. I hope I can continue to grow into a healthier lifestyle where I can have the energy to create everything I have ideas for. I hope I can continue to overcome my self-doubts and lack of support from the outside world in order to share what I want to share. I hope I can master the skills I need in order to create music and art that can bring solace and comfort to even just one other girl like me. Maybe another sensitive, uncertain girl who is destined to live on the outskirts and in the in-betweens of every circle she's ever been a part of. One who, even at 11 years old, agonizes over the pressure of living a good life and not knowing what that means yet. I think that would be really nice. It would make me feel as if maybe all the pain and sorrow I have lived through might be worth it.